Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. First, let me introduce my team members. They are Xu Pengfei, Wang Jie, Yang Ziting. Today, we are going to talk about the impact of China's e-commerce development on export trade. Okay, let's begin now.
Chapter 1 Introduction 1.1 Research Background. The development of globalization and internet technology has driven the rise of the e-commerce in international trade. The scale of China's e-commerce import and export has grown significantly. Research helps optimize trade models and enhance international competitiveness. 1.2 Development status of China's e-commerce industries. A. The total volume of e-commerce transactions in China is continuous increases. B. E-commerce development in China shows uneven progress, with noticeable gaps between the eastern and the western regions and disparities across various areas, owing to the prevalence of the internet, the ubiquity of the mobile payment, and the ascendancy of social media marketing. Chinese e-commerce enterprises have witnessed significant changes. 1.3 Status of China's export trend. China's foreign economic relations and trade development remains uneven, with the eastern province excelling while the central and western regions lag behind. 1.4 Research Idea. This paper starts by looking at how e-commerce is linked to the growth of China's export trend. It critically analyzes the limitations of existing studies and advocates to construct a theoretical framework that clarifies the measurements of the impact of the online business on export trade. There are obvious disparities in the development of China's export trade, with unbalanced regional development and huge potentials for future growth.
Now, I will introduce literature review. As technology evolves quickly and the internet gets greater prominence, e-commerce has rapidly emerged globally and profoundly influenced traditional international trade models and processes. It doesn't just change the manner in which business transactions are carried out, but also improves the efficiency and convenience of transactions, faster, closer global business connection, and broader marketing opportunities. The e-commerce marketing keeps growing quickly and is expected to become the leading force in international trade. As digital resources evolve, the definition of the e-commerce is continuously expanded. Various organizations, experts, and scholars, both domestically and internationally, have offered different perspectives on the e-commerce, which can generally be classified into narrow and broad definitions. Normally, e-commerce is when people buy and sell products over the internet, especially the World Wide Web. Broadly speaking, e-commerce is the act of the regeneration of an organization's core business process using internet technology. Chinese scholars such as Qin Zhen and Yao Zhonghua were among the first to explore the connection between e-commerce as well as global trade. They talk about the future of e-commerce and how it's used in export trade. Recently, empirical studies such as those by Feng Ping and Liu Jianjiang, Zhao Zhida, Yang Jianzhen, Liu Xiuli explain how e-commerce enhances China's export activities in global trade, including increased volume of export and efficiency. This paper examines the online commerce in China and its major impacts on the national export trade, providing valuable insights for improving China's openness, optimizing resource distribution, and creating new economic growth opportunities.
Methodology was divided into two parts, data collection and model design. Data collection. The researcher utilized the data from the National Bureau of Statistics and the Ministry of Commerce of China. Variable selection as follows. Interpreted variables, the annual export value of 31 provinces and municipalities in mainland China. Core exploratory variables, e-commerce transactions, proportion of enterprises, the number of e-commerce transactions of enterprises. Control variables, GDP and average US dollar RMB exchange rate. The research period from 2013 to 2021. The measurement software uses as KSS. As e-commerce officially started late, due to the lack of data available, the limited number of samples is available, difficult fitting, and further hypothesis testing with conventional multiple regression methods. Also, considering the completeness and availability of the sample data, so we construct panel model multiple regression analysis to further study the role of e-commerce activities on China's exports by research and analyze the correlative data from 31 provinces and municipalities in mainland China. So, in order to more accurately study the impact of e-commerce activities on China's exports based on the collected data from 2013 to 2021, the initial time series cross-section model for the influence of e-commerce activities on export in China as follows. C is the constant, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, beta 4, beta 5 are the correlation coefficients. Mu is random error term. Analysis and results was divided into two parts: national overall analysis, the regional heterogeneity of the development of e-commerce. China's e-commerce operations have substantially influenced the country's export performance. The ongoing development of e-commerce infrastructure and rising transaction volumes are set to further strengthen China's export capabilities. Table 2 provides insight into the range of maximum and minimum values, while the standard deviation indicates the extent of variation from the mean. Notably, all values of twice the standard deviation are less than the corresponding mean value, suggesting that the data are centrally concentrated around the mean. In order to investigate whether there are differences in the impact of e-commerce development on export trade between different regions of China, in order to more highlight the role of economic development, according to the three economic regions under the new situation of China's accelerated economic and social development, the Eastern, Central, and Western regions, from the data analysis showed the regional development of e-commerce in China is very uneven. The strength of the Eastern region and the weakness of the West. In terms of scale, the Eastern coast is still the best.
Chapter 5 Conclusions. Research conclusions. Analysis of national data reveals a strong positive link between the growth of the e-commerce and export performance. Policy recommendations. The government should increase investment in e-commerce infrastructure in the central and western regions to narrow the regional digital divide. Formulate e-commerce policies with regional characteristics to promote coordinated development. Enterprise should activities add out to the e-commerce trade and strengthen digital transformation. Thank you for your listening. We are looking forward to your guidance on our project.